Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brian Bogert, and we're here today with episode 105 of Bogert's Bullets. Today, we're going to talk about celebrating progress. You know, it's really interesting how often we don't even give ourselves credit for the progress we've made. We're so focused on the destination, we're so focused on the outcome that we don't even notice the small incremental steps that we've made. You know, it's interesting, working with some of my clients, sometimes I have to become the cheerleader. I had 2 calls last week with 2 clients that were actually back to back. And it was really fascinating because there was this angst, there's this buildup of believing like they haven't come far enough in the time that they've been putting intention into growing who they are, growing their business with alignment and intention with who they are. And they were starting to get down on themselves in the moment around, man, I'm just not making the progress, but I'm anxious to get here and we're in. What's insane, though, is in both of these situations, off the top of my head, I was able to rattle off 10 to 15 things that were major shifts, major actions, major wins in progressing down the path, in not only healing from the pains of the past, shedding the layers of the future, but growing into their futures. And neither one of them saw it. You know, I'm guilty of this myself. In fact, I'm probably my own worst critic. I typically am always finding the ways that I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm not who I want to be yet. I'm not having the level of impact I want on the world yet. But I've also started to settle into the reality that I've done as much as I can until now, until right now. Oh, wait, again, right now, again. Because every single now, every single second, every single moment, every single breath is an opportunity to improve. And because I recognize that my actions are in alignment with who I am, I'm able to celebrate and center in the progress of where I am because I also know where the hell I've come from. When we can start to break down the patterns of our past, really integrate the lessons of our life, and we really start to be able to grow into who we're becoming, that's truly when we got to experience life more holistically. You know, it was interesting. After I rattled off the 10 to 15 things, each one of them independently in 2 totally separate situations for totally different lists of progress that they've made in their lives, both of them sat back in the chair, got a big smile on, their heart got warm, and all of a sudden they were actually celebrating and in a position of pride for where they were versus 2 minutes earlier with the perspective shift on the other direction, they were shaming themselves for all they weren't and where they weren't instead of where they are right now. How are you doing this in your life? Where and how are you blaming and shaming yourself instead of allowing yourself to give yourself pride and recognition and celebration for where you've come from and where you are now? We can do this for each other by holding mirrors up to each other, by celebrating little wins, and from separating from the things that we have no control over, which is the outcomes that are future focused and beyond our control. How are you celebrating progress? And if you're not, do it right now. Comment below, share this video, root on a friend, and let's celebrate progress and all the healing that we've created in our lives, all the growth we've created in our lives, all the connection we've created in our lives, and all the progress we're making real time. Till next time, be great and be you.